Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're all safe and well. We're going to be doing some open heart surgery on SharkyMcSharkface. So this is the 40 amp speed controller that originally was embedded level with the top of this shark. Within 1 minute of flying, it overheated, cut the power, and I had to land. So the modification I made was to stick it up higher into the airstream, thinking that would take the heat away, but for some reason it made no difference at all, and within 1 minute of flying, again, it overheated. So what I've decided to do is open this all up again, upsizing, that's the correct word for it, increasing this to a 50 amp speed controller. The other thing I've already done in here is take out that Lemon RX I had in and replaced it with an AR410. Not yet stuck down, but I will glue that down. And then of course I'll have to test the centre of gravity out again. But let's get started and let's open her up. Just have to record what connector goes onto what wire and onto what EDF socket. This is the speed controller, the 50 amp with Beck. For ease of the exercise, I'm just going to fit this in here. That way, if that doesn't work, I will then use this again, but as a vein inside the duct for the output of the EDF. Yeah. So I've just got to record that wiring. I can disconnect this here at this point. There we go. And take that out. And that is the 40 amp speed controller. Well, I've decided to mount this so there's some actual gap below it, because the way I had this other one mounted, there's no air gap underneath. The 50 amp speed controller, I've put the gold bullet connectors on the end. Same colour coding, red, blue, black. The blue is the yellow for the 40 amp. So red and black are the same and blue is yellow. So I can still use the coding that I recorded to make the connections. And these power leads go to my XT60. And they're joined by bullet connectors here. And then of course I've got the actual throttle control. So in order to keep this as cool as possible, when it's mounted in the Shark, or on the Shark, I've added these two wooden runners. And these will go either side of those runners, these wires. And it will be mounted like that. So there's air underneath it. Now these two gaps either side will be plugged. I will be using these parts. They will be put back in there. I'm not sure that one goes there, I think it goes on the other side. I think this one goes here. Yeah. And this one goes here. These of course will drop down either side of those sticks and will come through into the front. And then I'll use cable ties in 2 positions just to hold it onto the sticks. So that goes the nose. Transmitter is off. Okay, that's flashing away there. And we're going to see if we can bind to it. Let's bind.
Binding. DSMX 22mm. Telemetry. Bind complete.
Right, I've got no throttle. I have the throttle stick full up so it calibrates. But basically, up elevator, down elevator, right aileron, left aileron. That's all okay. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do all that again, but I'm going to leave the throttle stick fully forward when I power up. Turn the power off on here. Okay, let's turn the transmitter off. Okay, so the bind's been done. I've got my transmitter on. Let's see what happens when we connect now. So there's 3 bleeps, and then that last bleep is something to do with the brake, so I'll have to check to see whether the brake's on and off. So now we've got right, left.
High rate. Mid rate. Low rate. High rate.
There's no rudder on this, so that's basically it. And then throttle. Sounds as though the brake's on. Yeah, because it stops straight away. Really sensitive on the throttle, which is brilliant.
Throttle cut on.
Throttle cut on works.
Throttle cut on.
It's good. So I'm now just going to pack all this back in, make it neat and tidy. Fingers crossed 50 amp won't overheat. Supporting struts for this ESC run through the foam from this end, all the way through and into the foam at this end. They're glued in place using foam tack. It's just done that, so that's just drying. I'll then put some hot glue on there to hold it in place, but also a couple of cable ties. Then these parts will not be glued in place, but they will be taped back into place either side. Let's come up a bit. I don't know what that's doing up like that. Taped in place so it'll look fairly neat again, but there are air pockets around it now. And then of course this piece just gets taped back in there once I've repositioned the wiring so it's not pushing up on it. One good thing about Hobby King is when they sell something, whether they've got it in stock or not, they tend to have the manuals online. So they don't have this in stock anymore, surprise surprise, but the manual was still there, the manual is still there. So I downloaded the manual, worked out how to set the throttle, and yeah, we're good. There we are. Guess who doesn't have any cable ties suitable for the job? Me. So I've just got and ordered 100 mixed cable ties. Should be here within a few days. I'm doing some dental work. I've done open heart surgery and now I'm doing dental work. So this is SharkyMcSharkface, and he's having a new set of gnashes put in. In fact, his first set of gnashes put in. All the teeth are made from the foam that comes with Hobby King models. It's the packing material they use. And it's not good for much, but it's pretty good for good teeth. Oh dear. The cocktail sticks are temporary to hold it in place as the glue sets. I'm using foam tack on them. And the hole is hardly obstructed at all, the intake, because these teeth are flat, so they're just really an extension of this lower mouth. And as these teeth are up, but they're quite shallow, then of course it'll get a red paint job. So thanks for watching, stay safe, stay well, and I hope to see you on another video soon. Cheers!